tonight on Newsbeat. Students prepare for a looming economic recession. Speakers gather at LSU to discuss what you can do for the environment. And Beth Torina makes history after facing LA Tech. All this and more, Thursday Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Danielle Rancifer.
And I'm Lorena Patterson-Vollian.
New York City police are on the scene after a helicopter crashed into the Hudson River earlier today. Law enforcement officials say 5 people, including 3 young children, were pulled from the water and transported to the hospital. Their conditions are still unknown. Crews are still searching for 1 additional person. The NTSB and the FAA will investigate the cause of the crash.
Recent losses in the stock market have many students entering the workforce worrying about a potential recession. Reporter Claudia Bell has more. Claudia?
Some recent decisions within the Trump administration, like the Global Tariff Initiative, have taken the nation by storm. The looming notion of a recession has clouded Americans for weeks, leaving many wondering what would this mean for them. While economic pitfalls can certainly harm everyone, more vulnerable populations like students often face the greatest risk due to the lack of footing. In times like these, being more resourceful, like shopping locally or even buying secondhand, can help save money in the long run. Political experts like Dr. James Stoner urge for emerging professionals to learn what frugality would mean for them.
If you're coming from a background where your parents did okay, real solid middle class, even maybe upper middle class or something like that, don't start trying to live at their level. I mean, if they go out to dinner once a week, you go out to dinner once a month.
Adopting a get what you need and not what you want mindset is key for any young adult aiming at financial independence. And while those frequent DoorDash runs for a sweet treat may have to pause, you won't regret saving that dollar for a rainy day.
An LSU student group with the help of the Honors College is hosting a series of climate action talks featuring special guests and panels. Reporter Tevis Crawford has more on the story.
Go Green is an on-campus organization with the goals of developing environmental leadership skills and providing environmental educational opportunities for members and the student body. This month, they are hosting 2 guest speakers and 2 panels for their Climate Action Speaker Series. They will cover topics such as climate impacts on Louisiana, emerging technologies, climate justice, and more. There is also a reception and free food at every session where students can talk to the speakers and panels. Go Green's policy coordinator, Peter Kelly, had this to say about the importance of these talks.
We're going to have experts from the energy industry, including Entergy and a group that promotes offshore wind development in the South.
These events are important to LSU students, as climate and energy are very pressing matters in Louisiana. As the flagship University of Louisiana, many people look to LSU as an example of innovation and research to help the state.
At LSU, we go to a school where there is, in Louisiana, we're in a geographic place where climate change is, it's threatening our state, it's threatening our coastline, it's threatening our workers who work outside.
With the help of the Ogden Honors College, the speaker series is taking place at the Hans and Donna Sternberg Salon in the French House. 2 panels are set to talk on Monday, April 14th, and Wednesday, April 16th from 5:30 to 7:30. LSU students that want to learn more about the environmental and climate problems we face, along with what we can do to mitigate and fix them, should come check out this speaker series. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Tevis Crawford.
If you are interested in sustainability-related service opportunities or learning more about energy and climate action, check out Go Green on TigerLink.
It may be baseball season, but many Tiger fans are looking ahead to football season. Next at 5, Ben Tashi talks about open practice this weekend and more with your Tiger Sports Update.
The Purple Room is back. back this semester with episodes every Friday.
And we're talking the latest on everything LSU sports, news, lifestyle, and more.
And we're bringing you some exclusive interviews with top-tier guests.
The Purple Room Podcast.
Tune in every Friday wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can.
And now, a Tiger Sports Update.
Hi, I'm Ben Tashi, and welcome to your Tiger Sports Update. Let's hop right in. LSU football is bringing an old-style but new approach to the spring game this weekend. In the years past, the team has done a scrimmage-style game with offense and defense competing in a game scenario set up, but the year they'll be hosting an open practice instead. More and more teams around the country are moving away from the spring game format. Here's Wes Weeks on the fans getting involved.
Yeah, I think it's a fun experience for us because, I mean, this will be our 13th time doing it, so it'll be a good little change up for us to go out there and have a little bit of an environment rather than just being straight practice mode. So it'll be fun for us to go out there and compete.
Brian Kelly and a few players will be available after practice to sign autographs and take photos. It's a massive week for LSU softball as they prepare for this week's road test while also celebrating a little bit of history. I took a look on how Beth Torina won herself into the history books. On a night where head coach Beth Torina secured her 700th win as head coach, LSU pulls out another hard-earned victory against Louisiana Tech. The gritty defensive play propelled the Tigers to another hard-earned victory against an in-state opponent. LSU celebrated Wednesday night in honor of their beloved head coach Beth Torina. She achieved a mark that many head coaches have not claimed in NCAA history. She reflected on all of her adventures leading up to this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play in any of the games, but it makes me proud to think about all the women that did. I think that's the big deal with when you hit one of those marks is you just think about all the women that gave their all for LSU and FIU and the way they have not just given it to their university, but given it to me as well. So it makes me really proud.
Torina's impact had been a large reason why LSU softball is a top-tier program. Her impact stretched onto girls such as Tatum Clopton, who pitched 6 innings and allowed 3 hits and 1 run on Wednesday. She explained how her career was revived at LSU, all thanks to her coach.
I'm here because of her, and the opportunities that she's given me, the second chance she's given me to be a part of this team and to just get to play softball again. And that is something I'll never take for granted, so it is just an absolute honor.
Clopton in the outfield delivered a strong defensive showing, but the Tigers' offense only found its stride in the opening and closing frames. With the score stuck at 4-1 for much of the game, the Tigers stormed back in the bottom of the 6th, driving in 4 RBIs to shut the door on the Bulldogs. The Tigers want to see more of these scrappy games go in their favor, especially when they have to take on some of the SEC's best opponents in later weeks. LSU will go on the road to College Station to take on the 3rd-ranked Texas A&M Aggies on Friday for a top 5 series showdown. The LSU baseball team are also dealing with another marquee matchup this weekend. The team will be back on the road this weekend and fly up to Alabama to take on the 9th-ranked Auburn Tigers. Another opportunity for the Bayou Bengals loom ahead as they look to take another series from a top 10 SEC opponent. Coach Jay Johnson talks about these road games and how they benefit to the team's success.
I mean, we've won 3 close games out of the 4. I tell them you have to win by 3 runs on the road. Just, you're out of your routine environment of opposing fans. It's just a different deal than at the box. And so to win 3 close games is probably the best takeaway.
That's all the time I have for you for your Tiger Sports update. But coming out of the break, we have the story on a high-flying festival in the capital area.
The Purple Room is back.
We're back this semester with episodes every Friday.
And we're talking the latest on everything LSU sports, news, lifestyle, and more.
And we're bringing you some exclusive interviews with top-tier guests.
The Purple Room Podcast.
Tune in every Friday wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Festival season is in full swing. I went to the 2nd annual Kite Fest that was hosted by the Gardeer Initiative. The group hosted the event for the community, and now they're asking students at LSU to get involved.
The Gardeer Initiative hosted its 2nd annual Kite Fest on the last Sunday of March. It was a beautiful day to fly kites and build community at the Hartley Vay Park in Gardeer.
Last year, kites were just a part of our event, and the kids and the community loved them so much that we decided to scrap everything else and just stick with the kites.
Kids and adults alike laughed and played while bright kites flew in the sky. The event also had fun jumps, food, music, and much more.
So our parents spent all day yesterday cooking food for this event and blowing up balloons for our huge balloon arch, and they have just been looking forward to this for a long time.
Most of the families at the event are a part of the Gardeer Initiative, including Shannon Wiley and her children, who told Tiger TV how the Gardeer Initiative has helped them over the years.
They provided a lot of support with us being in the community. They helped my kids outstanding, and I really appreciate everything they do for them each and every day.
The initiative was created to ease tensions between Gardeer natives and folks who moved to Gardeer from New Orleans after Katrina. Now the program has become a staple in the community.
So we have entirely free programs that support the children and families living here.
According to Son Buckner, crime rates in Gardeer have gone down more than 70% since 2006. They spent over 2,500 hours matching kids with caring adults and want more students to volunteer.
You don't have to be great at math or great at reading. Sitting next to them and holding a book open and just being a caring adult in their life makes a huge difference.
To volunteer for fun events like Kite Fest and be a caring adult for a child, go to thegardeerinitiative.org.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat. Tune into our shows every Thursday live at 5.
And I'm Lorena Patterson-Vallia, and have a great weekend.